Ron Davis isn't just any father. The Atlantic recently asked, who will tomorrow's historians consider today's greatest inventors? Among the answers, her PayPal founder Elon Musk, father of the internet, Vint Cerf, Amazon.com founder Jeff Bezos, and yes, Dr. Ron Davis for his work in helping increase the power of the Human Genome Project 10 million-fold.
My son was a fabulous photographer and traveled around the world, and I just loved his photographs. First time I think he ever had a camera, I gave him a digital camera that when it first came out, and I handed him the camera and enough cards, and I said, don't worry about making a mistake. It doesn't matter, we just erase them. So just take all the pictures you want. And when we got home, when I loaded them on the computer, I was expecting to find a few, and I was blown away. Every picture was in focus, perfect framing, and really interesting. So it's really a shame that he really is not able to do any of that at all now.
2 Christmases ago, really, is what I remember. Him coming in and saying, I'll come in and sit at the table for a little bit with special pads on the chair. He'd come in his wheelchair because he couldn't really walk anymore. And he sat at the Christmas table with us, and he just said, just tell people I can't talk, and please don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. I just want to be with you. So he sat in there with us for a little while. That's when I remember it, really. That's my marker for the not talking.
It's just hard to watch his personality gradually kind of be taken from him, because he was so... I was made fun of because I was the sister that he was like, let's go for a hike. And I was like, I don't want to, I want to watch TV, you know? And he was just like so full of energy in life, and he traveled the world and was like went hiking all of the time. And so to watch just one thing after another be taken from him. He loved gardening, and that's something we did together. As he got sicker, he'd have me, I would take him to pick out flowers, and then he'd sit with me while I planted them for him. And then it got so that he couldn't plant them anymore, and so the gardener would do a little bit, or he'd tell me where they would go, and I would do it with a friend for him, because he loves gardening. But that's now been taken from him as well, so it's just like one thing after another.
And he's a pretty private person, so having him allow you to see him, you know, sitting there in his shorts, all skinny like that, and so sick. It's a big, big thing for him. Best music collection ever. It's all this world music and classical music and Bob Marley and just everything imaginable. That's just beautiful. Buddhist chants, and there's always music on in there. But in the last month, I haven't heard any music anymore.
It's like, you know, I'm having to grieve this loss, even though he's still here.
My co-director and cinematographer, Nicole Castillo, was the only one of us to go inside Whitney's room. All across the country, she had prided herself on keeping composure, no matter how tough and how devastating the story was. But none of it prepared her for seeing Whitney.
I used to give him a little hug or touch his shoulder every time I was in there, just something to show him I love him, you know? But then then at one point he texted me no touch. So, and every once in a while he sends us a little red heart in a text. We got a couple of those in the last couple of weeks, which is just so moving to us. It's like a little window of Whitney reaching out there. Because most of the time he's just completely uncommunicative.
I don't talk to him at all anymore. I mean, I send him text messages probably every other day. Just like small things, like I'll take a picture of like my textbook that I'm studying for like my next test, or I text him my grades for my exams, or just funny pictures. We used to like text pictures of like us making strange faces back and forth all day long. So I still try to do that, but I haven't gotten a response from him in like months, I don't think.
And it's really hard because doctors don't really know. I mean, these are the biggest experts in the world about it. I mean, some of them, and they sit there and say, we're just guessing. We don't really know. There's, you know, some things help for some people, some things help for others. We know that these certain things help a certain number of people. We just have to try them. Think about first do no harm and then try to help.
I have this responsibility. I have to be the one who tries to figure it out, and it's really hard on me.